So welcome back. If you are trying to conceive with your partner and you want to be sure that everything is going to be fine, then these are the things you should do. And these are medical things. I'm going to mention them in broad basis, but of course, I'm not a medical expert, and this information is just to help you start out so that you can go out there informed to speak with your doctor and then, of course, get expert advice. This is therefore no way expert advice. This is trying to help you be aware of certain things you need to be able to produce healthy babies that will help you stay healthy as well as your wife. Okay, so let's go through these 5 things that I think you should do when you get to a hospital that are very important, that will make sure that you're healthy in your sexuality. All right, so why this is important, of course, cannot be overflogged. Okay, so don't be in the number of men who are about to get into that phase of life of reproduction and they are met with a root shock. I don't want you to meet with a root shock. And also, if you're just about, maybe you're just in the honeymoon phase and you're just about starting to make babies, please make sure you go with your wife and carry out this test. This test is specifically for you, the man, though. Okay, so number 1 test that is recommended, usually, of course, like I said, your doctor will tell you all the rest. But just to bring to your awareness, the first one is semen analysis. You need to go analyze your semen, the quality, the morphology, which is the shape and structure and all of those. Very important. That test is so important. Semen analysis is always recommended also when people are getting married, I think, so that you can get into your marriage informed, so that even when there are issues, right, you guys plan about how to make babies, from the word go, without having to meet any root shocks, that you don't have to hide anything. Not saying that it's to come from you or anything. People, two healthy people can get married and fertility becomes an issue as well. Complex reasons why infertility happens. Okay, so this is just for you to be sure that you have done your own part and be in charge of the health of your entire home, because you are the head of the family, so you have to show example. Leaders, are proactive. Leaders are what? Proactive. So semen analysis gives you like your data, your fertility data. Like this is exactly your state of health when it comes to being able to produce healthy babies. Yes. It even shows you the quantity of your sperm, like, if it's enough to fertilize the egg and all of those things. In fact, just go get the semen analysis done. Now, number 2 is hormone testing. Hormone testing is very important. They will also take your blood and then go check the level of your test. I don't always know how to call this. Testosterone. Okay, so they are going to take your blood test and check things like the level of your testosterone. Yeah. Check also hormones like the luteinizing hormone, follicle stimulating hormone, FSH. This test is going to check all of that. What do they do? It helps in the production of your sperm and how all of that works, so that, conception, or rather fertilizing the egg, will be very, very easy. So from the hormone level, right? After you've done your semen analysis. The next test that is usually recommended generally, if you want to conceive, if you want to pregnant your wife, is genetic testing, because certain things from infertility or fertility comes from your background, your history, from your mama, papa, grandpa, and all that. So knowing your family background when it comes to your gene, when it comes to fertility, is very important. So this also helps you assess that, know what it is, know your scorecard when it comes to what you inherited, right, from your parents, grandparents, and generations down the line. So it helps you understand the things you may have inherited that are likely to affect your fertility. You know what I mean? Ultrasound is another one that's hugely recommended. So this one checks your reproductive organs, your testes, your prostate, your seminal vesicles, all of those, even other aspects, everything that is in your pelvic and abdominal region. Yeah, so they're able to check that everything is properly positioned, is okay, is booming well, buzzing well, working properly, and all of that. Yeah, ultrasound, of course, does that. The final one that is generally recommended is a full physical examination of your body. They're going to check the whole body, and especially your down below. So check around the veins in your scrotum, check all of that. Just inspect your physical state to be sure that you're ready to shoot right. Okay, so if you know other tests that you might have taken, if you know how this test saved you from tears and heartache. Also share in the comment section to encourage someone. And to be kingly means to be in control of everything that you can control. And health is one of the things you can actually know your scorecard. And why run away from it? No way. And if you're actively also, like I said, trying to impregnate your wife, you don't want to leave her in limbo thinking, oh, what's happening? Maybe there's been a delay. She's thinking that it's her fault. You know how all those cultural things, you don't want to leave her with that cultural burden and make people look at her, people who are ignorant look at her. So you want to make sure that you can do this together, agree on what works best from the result you've gotten as a couple, and go live your life happily. Have a number of children that you want to have. There are several options, like there's IVF options. There are several ways you can even, just still get your child and be happy, or your children and be happy. So don't let anything anybody says stop you. Okay, watch my previous videos to get some tips about why you should be proud that you are able to do this and take charge of your health. Okay, until I come your way again, if you have questions, you ask in the comment section, and I'll recommend at this point that you talk to your doctor and follow expert advice for everything sexual health and everything health. Okay, to just be on the safe side. And I wish you a happy life and a buzzing marital journey. All right, go have the number of children that you want, healthy children. That's all I pray and I wish for you. All right, cheers. Even if you're still single and still thinking about this in the future, it's not a bad time to try and do all of this to know your state of health sexually. So there's never too early a time or too late a time. Make sure that you're in charge of wherever you are right now, and that's what is most important. Until I come your way again, remain fantastic.